I think video content sites today have to diversify their revenue model to survive. There is not enough advertising money going around yet, or perhaps ever, that is going to support a video website, especially if they're creating all original content, or if the original content they create is of a higher quality and therefore it costs more. I think video content creators have to start looking at a nuanced content strategy in order to survive. Certainly there is room for the high quality video that advertisers really are seeking and will spend a good amount of money to advertise against. That's going to be your very valuable niche video. And to the extent that you can own that niche or in some fashion have a good enough volume of it so that you can sell that, you're going to do well. However, most video these days is going to go into an ad network or an ad exchange, and the CPMs just don't support real high quality video production. Therefore, some of the other strategies are that you need to create branded video, look at branded experience on your site perhaps, determine whether there is room for a what we call native advertising experience on your site. And that doesn't necessarily mean, in fact it doesn't mean, you're going to give the brand the ability to script its own video and talk about features and benefits. Quite the opposite. You're going to look at what the brand can offer in terms of expertise, entertainment, anything the consumer can find truly useful, truly shareable, truly giftable, something that a consumer will say, hey, I want to share that. Or this is interesting, let me know more about something like this. That is going to be the better way to go for a higher value proposition. And then, of course, it's not an advertising model. You can be looking at a sponsorship model, which is going to give you a better return, I think, on your dollars, certainly. If you talk about how a video content creator can actually make money with video, then I think you want to talk about several different avenues for revenue. One of them, of course, is advertising on your own site. And that is more or less going to provide a CPM based on the quality of your video and perhaps the niche that you can occupy. If you can attract an advertiser who wants a very specific consumer, let's say a healthcare company wants to advertise to somebody who has that disease, then that's a terrific niche because that's not a generic video, that's not an entertainment video, it is a very specific video on point, and that advertiser is going to find that viewer very valuable. But if you're going to create a more sort of a broader based lifestyle video or something like that, that is going to tend to produce lower CPMs. And perhaps your own site is not going to be able to draw enough activity to produce significant results. So syndication is a necessity for that kind of video. Must syndicate, get your video out everywhere it can possibly be. The return is not as great because the pie is split in many different directions. You've got the content creator, you have the publisher on whose site that video may be seen, and then the ad seller, whoever that may be. It could be a third party, it could be the publisher, but regardless, that's going to take a significant hunk of the ad dollar. So there you're going to play a volume game. Think about how you can spend as little as you can spend on that video and yet still make it attractive enough and interesting enough that people really want to see it. And the third category of video content creation that can help to diversify a publisher's revenue model is what we're calling native advertising now. Native advertising in my world means that an advertiser is the source for the video. They are the ones providing, hopefully, expertise, entertainment, information, something that the viewer is going to be interested in, that they're going to want to see, something that's going to want to make them share it. So therefore, it's not an advertisement as we know it. Perhaps it might be considered an advertorial, but the thing that will make it most acceptable to users is going to be that it offers value to them. It's interesting, it's something they want to share, it's something that they're looking for, information they want to know. And then I think you have, you're not doing a CPM on an ad impression, you're doing a CPM on the video itself. So whenever it is seen, whether there's a pre-roll against it or not, that becomes the impression, so to speak. And therefore, you have another way of making money besides putting a pre-roll on your video.